Yeah. All right, we should be live. We're just checking. We are checking on. Looks like we are live on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Now, if you are entering the video, let me know if the video is lagging a little bit. I was having some issues with my camera. So I was able to correct that and still make it on time to the stream. Like I said, I'm a very punctual person. I always start earlier than the stream just to test my equipment. Got my floodlights. Still working on my lighting situation. As you can see, I moved from one dump to the other. We are going to be streaming this in another room just to check out, and because I was going to hardline my laptop to the modem, but seems like my laptop doesn't have a Ethernet connection, so that is an L on my part. Didn't realize that. So now we have to stream Wi-Fi, which is fine because that's what I've been doing. We might stream this video halfway through, and then we're gonna switch off Twitter. I realized my earphones were on. So, all right, that's much better. Let me know if you can hear, because I can hear. Let me test the audio. Yep, we're good. All right. So if you're here, we are going to be talking about safety, flight deck operations on the flight deck of a USS of a aircraft carrier. And for those that don't know, I am a Navy veteran. I served in the military from 2004 to 2011, so I did about 7 years. And I did 2 deployments back to back on the '06 and '07 cruise on the USS Enterprise. So I did 2 deployments on an aircraft carrier. Hold on 1 second. Oh, yep. And there's so much to talk about. I am just going to be talking about stuff on the flight deck. So, but um, as you know, this is a fitness channel. Most likely, I will be doing different videos just to capture different audiences. Like I said, this channel doesn't get many views, so I'm trying new things, as always, because I have a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge I could share with the general public. I am getting very, very old, and I'm noticing that every time I come in contact with people that are much younger than me, they just don't have a clue. So. Um, I've been all over the world. I've lived in different states, so I know what to expect from certain demographics of people. I'm very cultural, so I understand culture. I understand like when you go into a different country, they have a different set of rules, different set of laws, different demeanor, different respects. So people respect people a little different over there. As in, it's very different. American culture is very or American society is very different from other countries. So I've been to several countries. Definitely not going to rattle through it right now because it's a long list. But I will tell you this: really had a good experience over there. Um, I did visit other countries to where cell phones weren't even didn't have any kind of camera phones on them. So I didn't get to take too many pictures, and I didn't get my photography experience until after I got out of the military. So that kind of sucks because I'm gonna be sharing some videos here to where they have some good close-ups, man. I would have done very good as a PH, which is somebody who specializes in photography, videography, whatnot, in the military. So, so I am gonna play an intro, and then we're gonna get right into it. So let's see here. What can we do this one? Yo, we are back. All right, so I'm gonna just for a little bit of a preface to us, we're gonna be pausing a lot. I'm just gonna be explaining a lot of things that maybe the average civilian doesn't understand about what it's like to be on an aircraft carrier. So, for those who don't know, it's a very dangerous job. I'm very proud to say that I actually survived, but they do go over precautions, safety. They make sure you are qualified before you walk up on the flight deck. So there is a lot of safety training that goes into before getting on the flight deck. You definitely got to hold on to somebody's float coat when you're new on there. So we are going to get into it. I got a video here that I want to share. Make sure that anybody that is on YouTube's, Facebook, Twitter, make sure you like, comment, do all the good things to get me into the algorithm. If there's any veterans out there, I'm gonna leave a link in the chat. Hold on, real quick. If you want to come on the video, man, that's all you got to do is click on the link. I'm gonna leave it in the YouTube chat. Shoot, you can even be a current because I know a lot of people that I went in the military with are still in the military. They're on their 22nd year right now. They should be. I would have got out like yeah, I would have been out last year if I did 20 years. Um, but I seem to be doing fine, so I think I made the good decision to get out after 7 years. Okay. Let's see here. Just getting ready to link it in the chat. If you're on the playback, make sure you like the video, comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the video. Whoa, there we go. All right, we're gonna get on to our first video. This is it says in the description that this is the USS Nimitz. How do I? Oh, here we go. All right, so right here we have an E2C Hawkeye. It is the propeller engine. I worked on this pretty much my whole time in the military. I'm gonna blow this up a little more. Uh, I am still struggling with this, man. My setup is always different every time I get on stream, so that's why I'm kind of like not in a groove yet. Once I do get my setup straight and consistent, I'll be able to move a little bit smoothly. But this is very this can be a little bit frustrating. So so right now you got a plane captain right here. He's a brown shirt. Notice he doesn't have anyone behind him. Usually, uh, somebody who's new would have a T on their cranial, and the cranial is just the it's the head protective wear. It's got goggles, eye protection, hearing protection, and your it helps. There's some cushion in the helmet. It's like a helmet basically. Um, let's see here. This is the chief behind him. This is the FDC chief, which is the flight deck operator. I mean the flight deck chief. He is. This is a whole squadron, so you're not going to be able to see it unless you like zoom in. But there's you got your mechanics on the right side here. If you're viewing um, as his perspective, and then the airframer, which is an AF T1, is going to be on the left side, basically on the right side on the engine. So there's two engines on this aircraft. This is your radar dome, and then this is the nose of the aircraft. Obviously, you got two seats. You got the pilot and the co-pilot, and then you got the three in the back doing the navigation systems, basically. Um, as you can see, this well, you can't really see it. I'll wait till if there's any zoom ups, but we're just gonna go on with the video. If you got any questions in the chat, just let me know, or in the comments, let me know on the playback. And I have to pause every time I talk because I don't know if you're going to be able to hear me if the video is playing. I'll have to work on that, see what I can do. So right now he's just the plane captain is signaling the um he's signaling to start up one of the engines. So he's starting up the left engine right now. Is it the right or is it left? It's actually a long process. So what you were seeing was the pre-launch. So basically they were just starting the engines up, doing their pre-checks before they get rolling. So right now, they didn't show it, but the brown shirt passed it off to yellow shirts. And we're gonna go in a little depth on what each jersey does as far as their responsibilities. Right now, they pass it off to the yellow shirt. So what they're doing is their final checkers here. Everybody who's with the squadron is walking the plane to the catapults, getting ready to launch it off. Notice how the wings are still folded because there is not enough room for this aircraft um, to basically tow all or run all the way to the catwalk because there's other aircraft parked and get ready to launch too. So God, I miss doing this. So these are the jettison blasts right here. Hold on, move out of the way. Yeah, so these are the jettison blasts. Basically, it blocks all the exhaust from basically destroying the oxygen supply of everybody or blowing anybody over. So when they go up on power, they have to block that. So it's pretty self-explanatory. He's spreading the wings. Very simple signal right there. So the guy right here, this is what I used to do. Obviously, this is the T1. This is the airframer on the other side. Uh, the mech is on the other side, which is a T3. It's what I used to do in the military. But they got to make sure that these wings lock because there is a lock up there, and if it doesn't lock, they have to signal them to fold them again and then lock it again to make sure they lock. So that's your catapult. Let me see if I can skip. Yeah, we'll keep going. Okay, what he's doing right now, he's signaling to the yellow shirt that has the that's given the commands to the pilot. He's just telling him to give a little bit of thrust. This guy he's one of the cat guys. He's a green shirt. He's basically ship's company. So these guys live on the ship, and he's trying to get the cat gear connected to the nose gear, which then launches off the aircraft. So they're gonna show that here in a minute, I believe. So what these yellow shirts were doing, they were checking everybody who was signaling thumbs up to make sure everybody's good. See if they're going to show it here. So they're getting ready to go on power. That's why these guys are all crouched down. So when they go up on power, these guys are waiting signals. They're waiting for anti-collision lights. They're making sure everything's good. Once they think everything's good, or what? Well, once they know everything's good, they're going to give a thumbs up, and they're going to signal to the yellow shirts that it's a thumbs up, and they let them go. If they find any kind of leaks or any unlocks or any kind of fires, if they see anything very obvious that's going to be a danger to the launch, then they have to signal a thumbs down and they have to act accordingly, basically. So that's it. So they have what is called launch. So they got you're either recovering a bunch of aircraft or you're launching a bunch of aircraft, just depending on what the flight deck operations is. So a lot of times you're just going to be recovering and parking the aircraft. Sometimes you're going to be launching them, walking them back to the cats, and then launching them again. Sometimes it just depends on their missions. Are they going somewhere or are they just practicing launching and recovering? So just really depends on the situation. Looks like it's nighttime right now. So I did the day check and night check, so, I can't remember which one I enjoyed the most, but I think I enjoyed the night check the most. It was a little more lax. I got in less trouble during night check, so but, it's just that's why I'm so good during the night. I like to drive the truck during the night, so I think that's where I get it from. Let's see what else we got here. Like, just different angles, so, I am going to go to another video, see what we got here. Uh, let me know what you guys think so far. But I had another video here. Oh, I'm gonna show the F-18s. Yeah, so that's man, it's hard to find a video of what I used to do. That's not all I used to do. We used to work on the aircraft. I was a maintenance personnel, so most of the time was spent fixing the engines and stuff. Those were just the those are just what we did when the engines were fixed. So there's obviously aircraft that are up and aircraft that are down. So we when the aircraft are down, we worked on them when they need servicing, stuff like that. Uh, okay, let's go with this one. We're gonna go look at some F-18s. Share screen. So, all right, so you got your blue shirts here. So every time I see a blue shirt, I try to respect everyone on the deck, but like everybody has their grievances with another jersey. If I can get on here and get me off. There we go. So the blue shirts are responsible for just they're basically like they're kind of like the workers on the flight deck. They get they're driving, they're towing the aircraft, they're chaining them down, helping chain down aircraft. They're basically assistants to yellow shirts. The yellow shirts orchestrate and communicate with the flight deck operations, with the flight deck control to make sure that everybody's on the same page. There are no aircraft or pilots riding into each other. So um, the blue shirts and yellow shirts work together. All right. I'm not even going to tell you. I don't even remember how many chains we're supposed to have on each aircraft, but like I know for flight deck purposes, I mean, for flight operations, usually a minimum of 6 chains. So we always had to have them chained down at all times, at least 6 chains. Um, I think it was 14 when you put them in bed. So if they're on the flight deck and not in the hangar bay, they had to have 14 chains on them. Uh, yeah, that's obviously because the boat is rocky, windy. It's very, very much common sense. Oh my God, this guy's slow. Let's go, man. Come on. When you're like really new, you used to struggle with this stuff. And then like I remember one time I was taking so long that just like when I first started chaining down aircraft, I was taking so long and dude that was training me kept hitting me in the back of the head, like, man, bruh, I can't freaking chain down the bird if you hit me in the head, man. Like, dude. Um, but yeah, those were fun times. I eventually got really fast at it. We started doing competitions, see who could chain down Uh, so you can, secure the most chains at one time. So that used to be fun. You got your brown shirts, which are part of your squadrons. These guys are responsible for directing and servicing aircraft. They are the communication between the pilots and the flight crew and the ground crew. Basically, all your maintenance personnel, your chiefs, your safeties. They are the orchestrators. This is what I used to do. The first 4 years of my when I was in the squadron, this is what I used to do. I was the plane captain. Your green shirts are your maintenance personnels. If they have a white shirt, they're the final checkers. Those are the guys that are at the catapults. These guys have the responsibility and the authority to down an aircraft when they see something wrong. So these guys have to go through a whole different set of training to get your white shirt. So I was also a white shirt. I don't remember if I was a white shirt on the first cruise, but I know the second cruise I was. So '07, I was a white shirt. I was in the mech shop. I think I was. I believe I was. Just so long ago. Because I know my second squadron, which was VRC 40, I was definitely a white shirt. Because I had skin in the game, so they pushed me a little bit faster. I was a fourth. I mean, I was a E4, so I got my qualifications pretty quick over there, working on the propeller engines, the E2C, the C2A. So the red shirts are your ordnance personnel. These guys are responsible for securing ordnance, bombs, missiles, stuff like that. These guys are no joke. You got the firefighters too that are ship's company. So these guys right here are just ordnance personnel. You're gonna see these guys around the F-18s, the Maulers, and the choppers too. So like the video on YouTube. I'm gonna cut the Twitter feed. If you're watching on Twitter, come over to YouTube, finish the video out. We are going to remove the X. So get your ass over there. Get on YouTube. All right, we are off. So we are currently streaming on Facebook and YouTube. Let's go. These are brown shirts. Like I said, there's going to be multiple brown shirts on one aircraft. A lot of times when they're responsible for Chalk. Well, they're responsible for the chains mostly. These guys are most. A lot of them are training to become PCs, but once you are not a trainee, you are PCs. You're the ones responsible for your peoples basically. So everyone plays a significant role in these aircraft launches. So nobody has a diminished role. Everybody plays an important part. Without one, there is no launch. So it's very dangerous. They're not showing it, but like these uh these aircraft right here, this F-18 has a exhaust. So when they turn on the flight deck, you kind of have to duck or walk under the exhaust. I don't know if they're gonna show somebody doing it, but you got to be careful with that. With the propeller engines, you got your obviously you got your wing walkers. Make sure nobody walks into the props, because that's gonna be a crazy day. Once if somebody walks into the prop. So very much the same thing with these aircraft. They're obviously checking for different things, but it's the same thing. They have to connect the nose gear to the catapult. They do the same checks, basically same thumbs up when everything's ready. You got your pilot here. He's giving a thumbs up when everything's going. So we're gonna skip through here. And we're up there for like 6, 7 hours a day. So like, I mean, sometimes I have like they're not gonna show like the control, but sometimes they cook food up there because they're up there for so long that they have to eat after being up there for so long. So a lot of times a lot of times I skip meals because I was just like I don't like to take breaks until till the job is done. So I've always been like that even since high school. Like I used to skip lunch, like do my homework during lunch. And a lot of people will tell you that I went to school with. Like I never really ate lunch. I wanted to get the day over with. So I always did my homework during lunchtime. Like, man, day's not over with. I don't deserve a break. So that's kind of like how I carried that with me through the military, and I still do it now. So I really didn't eat that much when I was on deck. I was up there for hours and hours, and I didn't really eat until after I got off work. Oh, I forgot the purple shirts. They're not showing the purple shirts. The purple shirts are responsible for fueling. So they're not going to show them here because no one's fueling, but they are your grapes. They fuel the aircraft, and all you really got to do is have a certain number of people there. You they hook the nozzle up most of the times, but a lot of times they just bring the nozzle and then you just hook it up and then you tell them when we're good on fuel. So that's basically what their job was. Yeah. Trying to find. I didn't see any maulers. We didn't see any helicopters either. So obviously, you got to know your signals because you can't hear anybody when it's so loud. You can't hear anybody. So if you're up there and you don't understand basic signals, hand signals and stuff, you're gonna get yelled at, and and anybody can tell when you're getting yelled at. So a lot of times, if you're up there and you don't know what the hell you're doing, they're gonna send you off deck. And they will call you out because it's very easy. They have cameras all over the place. So like if you're doing something you shouldn't be doing, they're gonna call you out pretty quick, or you're gonna die. Uh, Yeah, so that's I wonder if I have another video I can share. We are going to be doing another video later on too. It's going to be martial arts based. But that yeah, that's what I did for 7 hours straight. I mean 7 years straight. I got a video here that I want to share. No, this ain't it. Oh, let's look at this real quick. Fair use. Okay, this is obviously shore duty. So I spent I did 2.5 years of shore duty at VRC 40. So but we still had occasionally went out on the boat and did some operations out there. Let me know if you ever if you are a current service member or a veteran who has worked on aircraft. Do you guys ever go to aircraft shows? Because I can't find myself going to aircraft shows. Like I've watched these aircraft most of my adult life in the military, and it's like I just oh my god, wanted to kind of get away from it. Like so, it just never I never felt like I wanted to go to an aircraft show. So I never did because I was basically my life was an aircraft show. Definitely one of the most difficult jobs I've ever had. Uh, for any veterans out there who did this kind of work, if you get into the world of truck driving, you will definitely transition pretty smoothly because you're out for long periods of time, and if especially if you towed an aircraft before, driving a semi truck is going to be very simple because you understand how to maneuver. It's basically the same thing when you hook a tow bar up to an aircraft. You kind of get the same. It's the same habits, like it's the same maneuverability. So uh, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of veterans out there that know what I'm talking about. You got the tail hook down. The tail hook is for flight deck purposes only on shore. There's no purpose for a tail hook. The only purpose for a tail hook is to clean it when you're on shore. That's about it. These guys are racing. Well, I don't know. I used to think the Hawkeyes were the prettiest birds out there. A lot of people would say, "Oh, that's ugly," but I don't know. I like the symmetric of it, like the symmetry of the props and the way the rotordome sits on top, and then you got your rudders on the back. Like I don't know. I like the fuselage, the shape of the fuselage. Very, it's not pointy like like the jets and stuff. But I don't know. I find it very fascinating to watch. I was with the screw top. So my first squadron was VAW 123. For anybody that doesn't know. Let's see. Are we gonna get one that lands? This is an air show. This is the fun stuff. Like they don't even show like this the work that we used to do. But I don't know what you could post online or not. Like we didn't post anything. There was no online back then when I was in the military. So there was really I didn't really get on MySpace or anything until after I got out of the military. Like Facebook, Instagram, they didn't exist when I was in. So I couldn't share any of the crazy stuff that I did. It's crazy, man. I did some crazy. Like, I wish I could took pictures of what I was doing with the engine and stuff, like, those been some crazy ass pictures. Like, me changing out, like, a 425, 427, like, takes a whole damn shift to change one of those engines out, so, um, we are gonna unshare this, so that I think that's about it. I might have to do another, show, another podcast. Hopefully, I can get someone else who knows what the hell they're talking about, from another perspective, from like an AT's perspective or an AE's perspective, or from a chief because I never really got that high in rank. So, I would definitely like to talk to. I'd like to do a podcast with one of those from the higher ups that, like, how was it working, with people below you that were just like dummy heads? Because I always did what I was told. I didn't really give people a headache, at least that I know of. But uh, I am trying to fix this screen. It's not working for me. Boom, there we go. All right, so that's about all I got for right now. We're gonna do some martial arts reaction videos here in a minute when I'll get set up. But like, if you haven't watched the whole video, let's go back to the end, watch the replay, leave some comments. I will get back to you on that, and we are going to be done now.